Today's video, I wanted to speak on motivation. Today's video is going to be speaking on how motivation helps all of us thrive, help all of us get to that next level. I know there are times where you could be very interested or very passionate about something, but sometimes you just lose that motivation. Well, this video is going to help you gain that motivation. It's going to give you steps of what you can do to regain your motivation. So as we all know, to do whatever it is we want to do in life, we got to be motivated. Motivation is necessary. Motivation is what we need to thrive, to exceed, to excel in whatever it is that we're trying to do. So the definition for motivation is the general desire or willingness of someone to do something. The synonyms is enthusiasm, drive, ambition, initiative, determination. So we have to be determined. We have to be ambitious. But in life, sometimes, we can have passions and different desires and things like that, but there are times when we lose motivation. There are times when it can be something that we really love or something that we really want to do, but there are times in life where we just kind of lose motivation and just kind of procrastinate or just kind of, put things off and basically just sit on whatever it is that God has given you to do. And that's what I've struggled with. I've been just sitting a lot of times on ideas, sitting on creativity, sitting on my passions and dreams. And that's what we'll do that's what we'll tend to do when we're not motivated. It's not that we don't want to do it. We want to do it. We very much want to do it, but sometimes we just lose motivation for doing it. And that's why I feel it's very important to be motivated, because when you're motivated, that's the only way I feel that we can be productive. And when we're productive, we're headed towards success. We're heading towards what it is that we want to do when we're being productive. We're headed towards succeeding in the area when we're being productive. So I feel like in order to succeed in any area, we got to be motivated. And I must say, it's a very depressing feeling when it's something you really want to do, something you have a passion for, but you just lack the motivation to do what you need to do to get it done. I've been there. I'm currently coming out of that phase where it's just so much I wanted to do, so much I've had in my mind to do, so much I've had in my heart to do, so much I've really wanted to do with my life and to do with the gifts that God has given me. However, there's a lack of motivation that had come over me to where I became stagnant, to where I became to the point where I just wasn't producing. I just was not putting anything out there. I wasn't really even putting forth the efforts that I knew I had within me. So imagine yourself talented, got so much to give, but there's something that comes over you that prohibits you from taking on those things, prohibits you from being productive and being consistent in those things. Motivation is necessary to accomplish things and to perform well. Try running a marathon without being motivated. You're likely to quit the marathon or you're likely to walk the entire time. Try writing a book without being motivated. You're likely to not make it past the introduction of your book, or maybe not even the introduction. You may not even complete a paragraph of the book. Try working on a job and you're not motivated. It will take everything in you to even show up. And when you do show up, you're probably not going to perform well. You're probably not going to like to smile or be friendly. You're probably not going to like to do whatever it is your boss tells you to do. And you're probably not going to want to do it if you're not motivated. So needless to say, motivation is the key to thriving. So let's now talk about how to find your motivation. First and foremost, we got to break bad habits. I'm speaking to myself with this. I have to break bad habits. What do I mean by bad habits? Sometimes we have bad habits to limit us from being motivated. And when I say that, Those of us who like to sleep in a little bit later, we got to get up early. We got to start our days earlier. And for me, when I start my days earlier, I am motivated. I feel like, okay, I can take on this, and this when I get up earlier than expected. But when I get up right on time or either late, I'm sluggish, I'm dragging, I'm just like, whatever. Number 2, get dressed. Get dressed. Put on some clothes. Look like somebody. Put on a little lipstick or a little lip gloss or something. For me now, and I'm speaking about myself. I don't know how many of you are like me, but for me, when I get up and I do not go ahead and get dressed, if I'm just in my PJs all day, I tend to lay around I tend to want to watch Netflix all day or want to watch YouTube all day or just want to do what I want to do, which is not anything productive. It'll be something like scroll on Facebook or, like I said, just something unproductive if I remain in my PJs all day and hair all over my head looking a mess. I tend to not be productive. If I take time, put on a little, I don't have to like be sharp or anything like that, but take the time, put on something decent and look decent. I feel that I get more done that way. Number 3, encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Can't say that enough. Encourage yourself. A lot of times we speak our own selves, talk our own selves out of things because we feel like, I'm not good enough, or somebody else is thriving, they're doing better, and a lot of times we compare ourselves to where other people are and all of that. But encourage yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on what God has given you. Focus on your talents and encourage yourself. Let yourself know, hey, I can do this. I'm great at this. I will succeed at this. Wealth is attached to my name. Just begin to speak life into whatever it is you're trying to do. Do not think negative about it. Don't think that, okay, because it isn't happening now, that it won't happen. You got to encourage yourself. Number 4, record your process. And anything that we're trying to do, it requires you to evolve. Just like, for instance, this is like my first YouTube video. So, this video is not going to look like videos that I do on down the line because my videos are going to evolve. My confidence is going to evolve. How I create content is going to evolve. You have to give yourself time and a chance to evolve. So I would say record your progress. And when I say record your progress, take pictures, write things down, right where you are now. Write where you are now, meaning put it on paper where you are today, how far you've gotten today. And then a week or 2 or months later, you can write where you are at that point in time. And then you'll be able to see how you've evolved over time. If you're trying to lose weight, take before and after pictures. You want to be able to see where you've come from. Okay? And what I like about YouTube, I can go back and see, okay, this how my videos was then, this how they are now, Okay, so the last thing I want to say is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. I'm big on this. Now, I will invest in myself. I will buy books. I'm a book fanatic. I got several books. Most of them are biblical related, ministry related, all things God, Some of them are self-help books, stuff like that, but I will invest in myself. I will invest in where I want to go. I will sign up for webinars, seminars, different online classes, not to go broke now on or do what you can afford to do, but I will invest in myself. Of course, you're going to take care of your bills and your family and everything you need to take care of. That's going to be priority, but invest in yourself with whatever you can afford to put towards you, put towards your brand, put towards who God is, who God has created you to be, what God has put on the inside of you. Invest in yourself. I cannot say that enough. Okay, so you all, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again,